Hello everyone. Another episode. Today I'm very excited. I found this Walkman on a junk sale again. Uh, Surprisingly in good condition. It's the UNICEF Z1 from 1984. It was made in Japan. I used to have one of those. This is my first Walkman I ever had. Of course mine was silver, but it's okay. I'm always looking for the battery cover when I do buy stuff from the junk sales. Um, this one looks in very good condition. I will try to open it and see if everything is okay inside, and probably I can make it work with batteries or with the adapter or both. Um, that's the best scenario I can think of. So let's get started. The first couple of screws are almost gone. You can see here this one, that one. This one is shorter. You have to notice this one is a bit longer. And the tricky part is the cassette door. All you have to do is squeeze it from both sides, but it's kind of tricky because this is plastic, and apparently this is old plastic, so we have to squeeze the first side first and the other side. Let me do this steadily. Yeah, and yeah, remove it and I'll get back to you in a second. Yeah, it kind of hooks on both sides. This one is released, you can see. The other side is the same. We have to pull the cassette door out in order to get access to another couple of screws underneath that. So yeah, you have to unhook the door from both sides. Then we can get access to the other couple of screws. Yeah, you can see the hooks. It's simply put there, and yeah, that's the way it hooks up and open and closes. Nothing special. UNICEF Walkman was the simplest of the kind, the cheapest of that kind back in '84, mid '80s, and but it was very reliable. Again, it was made in Japan, and UNICEF is in Tokyo, if I remember this right. And it was surprisingly robust, surprisingly good sound, and genius engineering for a small price. And yeah, for those who remember those days, Walkman only had a fast forward button right there in the middle, a play button and a stop button. So whenever you wanted to go back, you had to flip over the tape, move it forward, and this way if you flip it over again, it goes back. If I'm saying this right, I guess I'm saying this right. So the mechanism looks good. The head looks good. Play, fast forward, we'll see if this works later on. The pinch roller is something that we need to clean, something that really gets worn over time, and when it gets in touch with the capstan and the tape in the middle, might cause you trouble after all these years. And it even comes with the original carrying cord or strap, however you want to call it. I think this is the way. Yeah, and I remember this because I told you I had the silver one myself. So this is the original cord. Wow. I have to straighten it up and use it like the old days I used to do. Wow. Now I'm excited. Let's yeah, straighten it up and put it on the other side the right way, and then we can test the rest of the mechanism, the PCB bottom side, so we can check the cables going from the head to the preamp, and then to the rest of the circuit is okay, and then we can see if it works with the power adapter. I have it here ready and waiting for some action, and yeah, it looks like I'm stepping back in time now. It feels great. My first Walkman, wow. So yeah, let's get on with this and conduct some tests now. And a small but initial detail here, I have to glue back the serial number in the battery compartment, so it will be looking as good as new. Okay, yeah, let me do just that. And then we can flip over the mechanism and the PCB, so we can see the soldering points, the cables and all that. We can see the head going to the preamp, we can see the motor, we can see the power coming from batteries. There is a non-conductive, it's just actually material or paper underneath the PCB, the board, and yeah, the batteries going to the circuit. The headset and the power jack are fine, no damage, no dust, no rust. I think I'm very happy, and we have a hope of getting this back in life, back in music actually. Right. Okay, let's go further, which means into some cleaning. I need to clean with some alcohol the pinch roller. Here you can see some dirt, rust, dust, whatever that is, the capstan underneath, and then after cleaning this with some alcohol, then I can move to the head. Don't touch the head with a screwdriver or anything, just a soft piece of cloth and some alcohol will do the job. And the moment of truth is surprisingly good, and I'm very happy. I'm not broadcasting any sound, again, for copyright reasons. You know the drill, you know how it is. I have connected the power adapter, 6 volts in this case. I'm watching the tape going in between the capstan and the pinch roller, and the homemade speaker set here for testing purposes helps me understand that everything is okay and the sound is absolutely great. I'm gonna leave it running, flip it over, play a bit with the fast forward and the play, stop and everything, so I can see that it is not going to chew the tape after all, but it doesn't look like it. It looks perfect. I have to say now the last adjustment is this guy right here. You can find underneath, but you have to do it while the tape is running. This variable resistor actually speeds up or down the motor, so you can find the perfect point where the music is absolutely perfect. And this here up at the top is the another variable resistor, which is actually the volume. I have cleaned up this thing also with some alcohol, and it sounds great. The result is amazing. Actually, this device was not under heavy use at all. I can say it's almost like new. I don't know how many years have been sitting there in the junk store, but I'm happy with this for sentimental reasons, apart from the fact that it's working and it's quite a memory for me. So again, I'm very happy. My homemade speaker is giving me exactly what I needed, and let's put everything back in place now. Not just yet. One last thing, last but not least, the azimuth adjustment. You have to play a bit with the level of the head onto the tape, so you can have absolutely the best results, seeking for the absolute point that gives you bass and treble balance and all that. Again, relying on my homemade set of speakers here, adjusting the volume so you can see there is no distortion even if it's at maximum, and everything sounds good, and we are very happy with the results. Putting back everything is an absolute pleasure after a successful operation. Again, be careful when squeezing the sides of the cassette door. When placing this back, hook it right there firmly, and we're done. I really enjoyed this restoration slash review today, guys. Really, I hope you enjoyed this too. It really brought me back to the times when I was 14 years old, my first Walkman. I'm happy I can see this working again, so I can keep this as a memory, since my silver one is somewhere in outer space by now. So, but anyways, thanks for watching. I'll consider subscribing if you like electronics and restorations, fixes and stuff. I'll be catching you with another video soon. Thank you so much. Bye.